And they're off in the Hagyard Fayette Stakes. Honorable Duty is away quickly, and so is Neolithic down toward the inside. And the Player comes away third in between those two as the field moves into the first turn. Neolithic will go to the front and gets over next to the rail, leading the Player by just a length. Giuseppe the Great right behind that pair toward the inside in third by a length and a half. Honorable Duty, one lane off the rail in fourth, 3/4 of a length. McCracken fifth toward his inside. Malibu Pro stacks up six to the outside. 24 1/5 seconds the time for the opening quarter. Neolithic in control of the field for Robbie Alvarado, on top by a length and a half for the move up the backstretch, and the Player giving chase in second by 2. Giuseppe the Great is third a half length. Malibu Pro fourth on the outside. McCracken starts moving up against the rail, fifth to fourth to challenge for third, nearly 5 lengths off the lead, and Honorable Duty is last of the group as they move toward the far turn. The first half mile in 47 2/5 seconds. Neolithic, the leader by a length and a half. The Player now makes a more serious bid toward the outside, just off the leader's flank in second by 2. Honorable Duty to third. Malibu Pro fourth. McCracken back toward the rail in fifth. And Giuseppe the Great is now in sixth position. Just over a quarter mile to come. Neolithic, the Player in second. A length separate the top two. Gap of 6 to Honorable Duty, McCracken, Giuseppe the Great, and Malibu Pro. Neolithic with the Player making a run at him from the outside. Into the final furlong of the Hagyard Fayette. The Player has taken the lead by a neck. Neolithic grudgingly giving way in second. The Player in front for Calvin Borrell and trainer Buff Bradley. The Player to win the Hagyard Fayette. Neolithic was home second, and then further back it was McCracken in third, Giuseppe the Great fourth, and Malibu Pro fifth in 1 minute, 48 seconds. And the official winner of the featured ninth race, the 60th running of the Grade 2 Hagyard Fayette for the Player. Owned by William Buff Bradley and Carl Hurst, trained by Buff Bradley, Calvin Burrell, the winning jockey. The Player, 4-year-old son of Street Hero out of Our Queen by Gilded Time, bred in Kentucky by Carl Hurst, William Buff Bradley, and Fred Bradley. 1 minute, 48 seconds for the 9 furlongs over the main track. Results official. Now the trophy presentation. Representing Hagyard Equine Medical Institute, Doctors Brown, Martinez, Fallon, Pumphrey, Feaster, Boone, Wolfsdorf, and Fishback. They present to the connections of number 4, the Player.
The Player wins the Hagyard Fayette under Calvin Burrell, trained by Buff Bradley. We'll talk to Calvin real quick first. A little muddy out there. How the horse seemed to handle it real well. What about your trip?
Had a good trip. You know, he left there running and he turned off on me. I was right where I wanted to be at all times. And kind of smooched at him around the turn. And, you know, Robbie had a little horse. He went on a little bit, but I knew I had a lot of pony. When I looked under my arm, you know, Brian was, you know, he was starting to peck his horse a little bit. So, and if I could just get him to go on and finish, you know, I know he can run. We were kind of a little scared, maybe the 1 and 8 mile, you know, but he showed us today he can do it.
Congratulations. Good ride, Calvin.
I love y'all home, okay?
And Buff Bradley, congratulations to you. I know this is a special horse for you.
Yeah.
Just ran a huge race today. Got to make it feel good.
Yeah, he really did. I mean, we thought he would go 1 and 8 miles, and today he showed it. But you never know until you get down there and do it. And Calvin rode him perfectly, and really turning for home, we felt like we were going to win it.
And talk about your dad, how it was one of the last horses that he was involved with.
Yeah, this is one of the last horses he bred with our partner, Carl Hurst, and I.
And congratulations on that, and you had him ready today. He's had some great races. This has had to be the best performance ever.
Yes, it was, and congratulations on your retirement, Mike Battaglia.
Thank you, Buff. The Player wins the Hagyard Fayette.